Hi all, my name's Jonathan, I'm the ranger at Sutton Hoo, and I thought I'd bring you along with me so you can get an idea of what I do on a day-to-day. The first job for today is to check on the flock of sheep here at Sutton Hoo that are helping us to maintain our acid grassland. So these sheep are actually part of the orphaned nest flock that you met last week during the last video, and we are just keeping an eye on them as they pass through their lambing time. So here we have a Herdwick ewe with a freshly born lamb. This lamb was born in the last hour or so. You can just see him tucking into a good drink of milk there. So one of the other tasks I have at the moment during this lockdown period is bottle feeding this lamb that was abandoned by its mother. His name's Josh and he's about a month old, and as you can see he's quite a hungry boy. So that's all of our sheep checks done. I will spin back round later on as there's potentially another ewe that's about to lamb, and now we'll go on and do the rest of the site checks. We're out doing some breeding bird surveys. I'm currently surveying for woodlark, which I've heard singing in this area for the last couple of weeks, and we're also going to check some areas of bramble scrub for potential nightingale habitat. They've historically nested there, but the last few years it's been very quiet. I think this is largely due to the following of the national trend in the decline of nightingale population across the country, but you never know, we may get another pair drop in there. You may be able to see I've got my trusty assistant with me today, Josh the lamb, out for his daily exercise. So let's go see what we can find. So we're just here in Riverview picnic area, just sort of absorbing any bird sounds that we can hear at the moment. So far I've had robin, long-tailed tit, blue tit and great tit, some blackbirds singing, and there's a black cap in the distance, and then there's a potential nightingale a bit further away, which I'll investigate later. But I just thought I'd bring you this lovely bit of chorus and we'll just sit here and listen to it for a few seconds. I'm not so certain Josh the lamb is enjoying the birdsong as much as I am. He seems to be enjoying my shoelaces more. Or my shorts. So I've just moved on slightly, and behind me you can hear some white throats, and there was a garden warbler earlier on. Lovely little birds and great song on them. But I just thought I'd share this stunning view with you. Just on my way to check the moth trap that I dropped out last night, and I come across this nice herd of 9 or 10 fallow deer just off in the distance there, grazing at the bottom of the valley. Nice to see. Ever since the lockdown, the deer have been coming really close up to the house, and it's amazing just how much wildlife is really taking back the areas that are heavily used by visitors. We're just about to check the moth trap that I put out last night, so I thought I'd bring you along and see what interesting moths we can find. So first up we have the lettuce swallow prominent. Quite a nice looking moth with some good sort of angles on him and lines, and yeah, just a generally funky looking moth. Next up we have a pine beauty. Again, quite a funky looking guy, and you can see exactly how he'd blend quite well into the bark of a pine tree. Next up we have the iron prominent. He's a sort of a medium to large sized moth, nowhere near as big as some of the hawk moths, but still quite an interesting one. You can just make out some of his hairy legs there, which is quite a nice cool little feature. Finally we have a muslin moth, quite a drab little looking fellow, but you know, still an interesting find. that's the end of these video diaries for me. Hope you've enjoyed coming out with me over the last few days. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the video series to come.